Hello, this is my 20 in 2026, so let's grab a drink and let's get started here. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Crystal, and this is my 26 in 2026. Now, this is the first time I've done this video, and I had watched some other videos, and I've come to the conclusion that I picked it from my TBR. I have a current TBR of over 200 books, especially after Christmas. So I picked ones that I really want to read from my TBR. So there will be no new releases or anything. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you look at it, I'm going to be starting a lot of series. So I'm probably reading more of these series throughout the year. But let's get started with the first book, which is actually on my January TBR, is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. And this is fake dating, fake relationship. Yes, she needs a date to her wedding, not her wedding, sorry, a date to her sister's wedding, because she has been telling her family that she has an American boyfriend, and now she has to find one. All right. My next one is on my January TBR as well, Flawless by Elsie Silver. I will be starting this series. I've got the whole series, so I'm looking forward to this. And it is a cowboy romance. And then another series starter. I think I do not have the whole series of this, but The Serpent and the Wings of Night. This is book one of the Nightborn Duet by Carissa Broadbent, and it is the Crown of Nyaxia novel. Now, I have 1, 2, and 3, I believe, plus I have the 2 novellas. So I will be looking for 4, and then 5 is coming out this year, I believe. And this is about vampires. For humans or vampires, the rule of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. So I look forward to that as well. I'm just throwing them on my card over there out of the way. Now, I will be doing... Where's the other one? I counted these as 2. I was going to count as 1, but I counted them as 2. My husband got me Twilight. And so I wanted to tandem read Twilight and Midnight Sun because I thought it would be interesting to read it from Edward's point of view as well. And these are by Stephanie Myers. And these are the 20th anniversary hardcover editions. They have the sprayed edges and they just have green covers. I believe they're all the same. Yeah, they just have the green end papers and stuff, but they're beautiful sprayed edges. And then they have flowers, I'm assuming from the meadow, on the front of them. And so I look forward to tandem reading these. It will be quite interesting considering this one, Edward's, is like twice the thickness of the Twilight. So that will be interesting. All right, now, where can I put these? The next one is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. A dynamic love story will restore anyone's faith in love. Macy Sorensen is settling into an ambitious, if emotionally tepid routine, work hard as a new pediatrics resident, planning her wedding to an older, financially secure man, keep her head down and heart tucked away. But then she runs into Elliot Petropoulos, the first and only love of her life. So I look forward to that one. I've heard good things about it. And I'm sorry, I'll stop saying I'm looking forward to it. Another series I'm starting is the Powerless series. Now do I have all of these? I think I have most of them. I have Powerless, Reckless, Fearless. Okay, so I don't have the novellas. And I think Powerful is supposed to go after Powerless. So let me know in the comments if you have to read Powerful in between Powerless and Reckless. And those are by Lauren Roberts. And to be honest, I really don't know what it's about. The elites have possessed power for decades, gifted to them by the plague, while those born ordinary are just that, banished from the kingdom of Ilia and shunned from society. Now, I believe that she is an ordinary, but she's hidden and made it look like she has powers. I'm not sure, but I will be starting this series too. And then I have a Spiral that is second in hopefully a standalone, interconnected standalone. I do not have Collide, but I put this one on because I love ballet and it's a hockey romance, and I wanted some that were just a quick read, a palate cleanser. And then I'm going to do it. I am jumping into the Boys of Tommen series with Binding 13. I have all of them, yes. Yes, I have 1 through 6, yeah. So I think that there's more actually coming in the series, but I will be starting this series as well. And when people show them, they always look longer. I'm wondering if like the UK ones are smaller. I think this is the US. And it is 603 pages. And I thought the first one was over 1,000, but that might be depending on the text, because the text is not bad in these ones, but love the flop. And then I'll be starting another series, the Caraval series. I have Caraval Legendary Finale, and I also have the Christmas one, Spectacular. My husband got them for me for Christmas as the Christmas box set, and they have fantastic sprayed edges, just red, but I love the end papers as well. Yeah, the end papers are gorgeous. I'm not sure what the cover looks like. Let's see if I can get... Okay, so it's plain, has a red snowflake, but they're beautiful. I know Spectacular... Is it Spectacular? No, I'm thinking of a different one that has pictures. This one looks like it has lots of letters and stuff. Beautiful trim. I look forward to Caraval. I know it's YA, and I'm interested. I also have the Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I will be reading the Caraval series first, but all right, so let's move on to Dark Succession by Katie Roberts. Now this is the O'Malleys. It was previously published as The Marriage Contract, it says. So the New York Times bestselling author of Neon Gods delivers a smoking hot romance, dark, dangerous, and seething with scandal. Teague O'Malley hates everything associated with his family's name, and when his father orders him to marry Callista Sheridan to create a business alliance, Teague's ready to cut ties once and for all. But then Teague actually meets Callista, sees the bruises on her neck and the trauma in her eyes, and vows he'll do everything in his power to avenge her. Everyone knows the O'Malleys are dangerous, but Callie wasn't prepared for his brand of lethal grace and coiled power. His slightest touch scorches through her, but the closer they get, the more trouble they're in, because Callie's keeping a dark secret, and what Teague doesn't know could get him killed. So, I like dark romance to a degree, not too dark, but I look forward to these. I have the whole O'Malley series. And then Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I grew up during Dirty Dancing and Say Anything, and so I'm looking forward to this one. I've heard good things about it and how it talks about romantic movies. Liz Buxbaum has always known that Wes Bennett was not boyfriend material. You would think her next-door neighbor would be a prime candidate for her romantic comedy fantasies, but Wes only proves himself to be a pain in the butt ever since they were little. All right. And then I have The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. This one I'm interested in. I like werewolf shifter changers, and so this is two wolf shifters that agree to be fake mates but unexpectedly find something real in the steamy paranormal romantic comedy. So I want to read this again. I want to throw in one that would be a palate cleanser, easy read, hopefully. And then I want to read Archer's Voice. I've heard good things about this one. This one is the special annotated by the author. And so I don't really know a lot about this one. A stunning collector's edition of Mia Sheridan's Archer's Voice, the heart-wrenching love story readers can't help but fall for, now with exclusive annotations from an author throughout the text. When Bree Prescott arrives in the small town of Pelon, Maine, probably didn't pronounce that right, all she wants is to forget her past and everything she left behind. But the moment she meets Archer Hale, her entire world tilts on its axis and nothing will ever be the same. Strange, silent, and isolated Archer communicates with no one. And then it has like beautiful cover. All right. Oops, let's not wreck it. I want to read The Last Letter. I've heard excellent things about this one. I know Larry rated it 1 star for the ending, but I want to read it. I've heard such good things, and I liked Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, so this is, I'm assuming, about a guy who dies in the war. But Beckett, if you're reading this, while you know the last letter drill, you made it, I didn't. Get off the guilt train, because I know if there was any chance you could have saved me, you would have. I need one thing from you. Get out of the army and get to Telluride. My little sister Ella's raising the twins alone. She's too independent and won't accept help easily, but she has lost our grandmother, our parents, and now me. It's too much for anyone to endure. It's not fair. And so I'll read this when I need a good cry. And then I want to start the Light Lark series. This is by Alex Astor. I have Light Lark, and I have the second one, I believe. Nightbane? I have not got the third or fourth one yet, but I love these special editions. They have beautiful end papers, or sprayed edges. They have beautiful map end papers. They also have the pictures inside. Cleo is this girl's name. Yeah. I look forward to starting this. I've heard good things about Light Lark. I'm going to put it in this way, and then the sprayed edges show. I am also going to start the Bloodwing Academy as well. I'm going to have so many series to work on, but that's all right. On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin, and oh, the eye is very cool. I love the sprayed edges. And this is Dragons, Vampires, Fae. I didn't sign up for this. A half Fae in a school of high blood vampires. That's a recipe for suffering. I don't know a lot about it, but I have this one. And then I have the second one, and the third one comes out in March or May, and so I will be getting that too. It's not protection, little dragon, it's a claim. You're mine, no one touches what belongs to me. I also will be starting the Cruel Prince series. I have the Cruel Prince, and then I have the Wicked King, Queen of Nothing, and then King of Eltham. And so I'll be starting that. I have heard, if you can make it through this one, that the next books are better. Sharpen your blade, harden your heart. Jude was 7 when her parents were murdered, and she and her 2 sisters were stolen away to live in the treacherous high court of Fairy. 10 years later, Jude wants nothing more than to belong there, but many of the Fae despise humans, especially Prince Cardan, the youngest and wickedest son of the High King. All right. And then I started this series a couple years ago when I was in school. It's the Nikki Hunt series. And I was reading it on Kindle Unlimited, but then I told my husband I wanted them. And this is about she's a special agent. And I'm not going to read too much into this because this is the 5th book, but she's a special agent, and the first book starts out with her parents being killed, and she identified the killer, and but now it goes on throughout different cases in this small town that she takes. They're very good. I highly recommend this one. And then I will be reading Hooked by Emily McIntyre. It's a Never After novel, and I believe this is the first one. Yeah. Hooked is the first one. He wants revenge, but he wants her more. And this is Peter Pan, where the bad guy wins. James always had one agenda: destroy his enemy, Peter Michaels. When Peter's 20-year-old daughter Wendy shows up in James' bar, he sees his way in. Seduce the girl and use her for his revenge. All right. And then this will be a reread, because I read this a long time ago, but this, Gone with the Wind. I read it years ago, and it is one of my favorite books, so I will be rereading it. And then I also have Scarlet to read after it. And then I have Ready or Not by Kara Bastone, and this is from Book of the Month Club. It is a accidental pregnancy trope. A surprise pregnancy leads to even more life-changing revelations in this heartfelt, slow-burn friends to lovers romance. Eve Hatch lives for surprises. Just kidding, she expects every tomorrow to be pretty much the same as today. She loves her cozy apartment in Brooklyn, close to her childhood best friend Willa, and far away from her traditional Midwestern family, who has never really understood her. While her job is only dream adjacent, it's comfortable and steady, she knows what to expect from life until she finds herself literally expecting after uncharacteristic one-night stand. Okay. And we have, oh, my pile fell over. Oops. The Love Hypothesis. So this has been going around. It says it was Book of the Year finalist in 2022. So I'm behind on it, but I want to read The Love Hypothesis from Ali Hazelwood this year. And it's a fake relationship between scientists. Okay. And I want to carry on in the series of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and get to the second one. I read The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, gave it 5 stars. Excellent book. So I want to carry on and read books 2 and then 3. And then my second last one is Mad Honey by Jodi Picoult. Now, I realized, and Jennifer Finney Boyan. Jodi Picoult is the author of My Sister's Keeper, which is a fantastic movie. And I also have the book that I would like to read at some point. But this is about a mom, a soul-stirring novel about what we choose to keep and what we choose to leave behind. Olivia McFay knows what it feels like to start over her picture-perfect life, living in Boston, married to a brilliant cardiothoracic surgeon. Raising their beautiful son Asher was upended when her husband revealed a darker side. She never imagined she would end up back in her sleepy New Hampshire hometown, living in the home she grew up in and taking over her father's beekeeping business. Lily Campanello is familiar with do-overs too. When she and her mom relocate to Adams, New Hampshire for her final year of high school, they both hope it'll be a fresh start. And just for a short while, these new beginnings are exactly what Olivia and Lily need. Their paths cross when Asher falls for the new girl in school, and Lily can't help but fall for him too. With Ash, she feels happy for the first time, yet she wonders if she can trust him completely. Then one day, Olivia receives a phone call. Lily is dead, and Asher's being questioned by the police. Olivia is adamant that her son is innocent, but she would be lying if she didn't acknowledge the flashes of his father's temper in Ash. And as the case against him unfolds, she realizes he's hidden more than he's sharing with her. Mad Honey is a riveting novel of suspense, an unforgettable love story, and a moving and powerful exploration of the secrets we keep and the risks we take in order to become ourselves. That sounded fantastic. And my last one here is Love Light Farms by B.K. Borson. I got this for Christmas. I probably won't be reading it for a while because I probably will read this around Christmas time next year, but it's on my list of 26 in 2026. So that is all of them as they came crashing down beside me. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing and talking to you in more videos. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.